Hey, in this video, I want to share a quick story with you and also share why I've got a life preserver behind me. So I had a client connected to me. We have the ability to do what's known as a rescue loan. A lot of times in a mortgage transaction, things are going to go sideways and it sucks. I don't like rescue loans. They're ones where, we've got to act within 10 days or so or faster in order to be able to close. And the reason for that is it's a rescue. The person's in contract. They're on the verge of either potentially losing their deposit or losing the ability to buy the place that they want to buy. So we had someone connected to us. They were buying a condo. And in my eyes, and I reviewed condo documents, everything else, it seemed that there's no issues. Sent all the condo documents to our condo department. Kind of took a little longer than I wanted to see because I wanted our condo department to really look everything over. So the first time they got back to me, I said, hey, can you just look at stuff one more time? And no issue. We're able to do the condo with conventional financing. This particular lender that the client was working with was a lender. Now I'm using air quotes. You may go to a lender and they may say to you, we are a lender, and then immediately after closing, the loan gets sold. Now that is not always a tell that the person that you're working with is not a lender, but let me explain. There's a difference between a direct endorsed lender versus a correspondent lender. A correspondent lender is not going directly to the agencies. So here's why you should care about this, especially if you're buying a condominium. Condominiums have so many nuances. And if you're going to a correspondent lender with all the nuances going on with condos, what the correspondent is doing is they're looking at guidelines, but they're also looking at their end investor. I'm going to use Chase as an example, as an end investor. This is just an example. Chase may say, absolutely, we'll do Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac condos, but we want to see X on top of the guidelines. And the reason for that is our overlay. So you as lender, as the correspondent, even though it may fit particular guidelines, you've got to get one additional thing or a few additional things in order for the end investor to buy the loan. When you're working with a lender that is direct, they're getting rid of the middleman and they're going direct to the agency, whether it be Fannie Mae's guidelines or Freddie Mac's guidelines. Now, even though that particular lender will be the one doing your financing, some lenders don't service their loans. Others do. We do. A big chunk of our loans are serviced. Some get sold, but you're legally protected if your loan were to get transferred. So let me bring this all back. What is really important, especially if you're buying a condominium, who you work with matters. And if you have anyone in your circle that may be, maybe dealing with a lender that doesn't seem like they're up on things or things are going sideways, reach out for a rescue. As much as I don't like the anxiety with them, we do have the ability to help out in many circumstances. Unfortunately, in that situation with this story that I'm giving you, I was able to help the loan get closed because I think at the threat of, hey, this client may go somewhere else, I think that other lender got their act together and maybe reached out to their end investor. And although they closed late with that other lender, they were able to close. So as always, I appreciate you watching. If you found me on YouTube, would love a thumbs up and a share. Thanks.